Hey guys, this is BB Games here, and have you ever been playing SimCity when you realized that it just isn't anime enough? Hopefully not. But despite my hopes, somebody seems to have done this anyways, with Metropolismania 2. I played this game frequently as a kid, and I somewhat enjoyed it, but I distinctly remember not being able to get past the first area. I was either incompetent, or the game just wasn't that great. I was definitely incompetent because I couldn't even get past the first castle in Super Mario Bros. 3, and I also couldn't even pronounce the title Metropolismania 2. But after looking at IGN's review, it was probably a little bit of the game's fault too. I'm not going to judge it quite yet because IGN isn't always the most credible review site, and there's been critically panned games that I've enjoyed before in the past, but this isn't exactly the best sign of things to come. Right off the bat, I noticed something a bit odd. The trademark was from 2007, and this is a PS2 game. I guess the awesome God of War 2, another PS2 game, came out the same year, but still at that time, the 7th gen consoles were fully up and going, with fantastic games like Super Mario Galaxy, BioShock, Mass Effect, and Uncharted. That's some pretty stiff competition. But hey! It doesn't have to live up to those games to be good, so let's just start a new game. I mean, what can go wrong? A lot can go wrong. Okay, I'm not the only one who sees this, right? Yep, I'm staring into the eyes of anime Hitler. I mean, they weren't even subtle about it. That's like if Nintendo replaced Lakitu at the start of Mario 64 with Joseph Stalin, and Navi with Kim Jong-un. Instead of "Hey listen," Nintendo could have him chant one of King Jong-un's many charming catchphrases, like "I hate America," "I will nuke America," or "America is pretty good." Apparently, Hitler is my boss, and I'm awfully excited to be working for him. On the first day of the job, I realized that the trees aren't actually trees. They're holograms meant to give the illusion of trees. That's a good sign. It doesn't matter though, because it's a hologram, so it isn't made up of solid matter. Hologram trees are just a minor setback. I'm going to build this city and I'm going to have fun doing it. Hitler really likes to call you. This is the tutorial part, so I guess I understand the constant calls to tell me how to play, but throughout my entire time playing, the barrage of calls never stopped, whether it was from Hitler or one of the people from the city. And speaking of the people that live in the city, they suck. They're always complaining about unreasonable things like, I want a hospital because my grandfather has hair growing out of his eyes. I want an elderly home because my grandfather has hair growing out of his eyes. Or I want a police station because some old man with hair growing out of his eyes stumbled into my store and stole $120 worth of Captain Crunch. At this point, I think I'm just going to deport you. It's definitely the easier route because this game's complaint system is awful. You have to build whatever the resident wants right next to their house, or it doesn't count. Here's a dentist that will help your grandpa see again because it counts as a hospital for some reason. I'm sorry, we're either too lazy to drive 5 minutes, or we're too stupid to realize that there's a hospital a couple blocks away. So we're going to act like the dentist never existed. Now, whether or not you get the building that will solve the complaint is completely random. So don't expect your town to have a good rating if you decide to play this game for whatever reason. My town had this ranking for pretty much the entire time I was playing, and you can tell it's a pretty bad ranking because he's been possessed by Satan himself. Luckily, this rating doesn't do much because it only hurts how quickly people join your city on their own. The goal for each area is to get a certain amount of townspeople, so it sounds like a low rating would hurt your progress substantially, but this isn't really the case because there's another way of recruiting new people, which is what you spend most of the game doing: talking. All you do in this game is talk to people, place buildings, and occasionally buy things at the stores, which have little to no impact other than food letting you move quicker and jump higher, and a phone book that lets you contact other members of the city. This phone book could be helpful to some people, but I never ended up using it at all. You could also buy a house, which I'm assuming is for storing some of the more useless items in the game. I'm having to assume this, because apparently Hitler is the Mr. Krabs of dictators. So I never came close to affording a house. He doesn't care whether I have food or shelter or anything. He just cares about the money. This huge lack of things to do makes this game really repetitive and boring. And as you can imagine, because this game is very Japan, a good chunk of the dialogue makes little to no sense. I think it's an appropriate time to show you some of my favorite quotes that I've compiled from my lovely city. These are out of context, but trust me, they didn't make any sense in context anyways. we've got potatoes. My life's plans went all wrong after I got married. While his wife is standing right there, I'm off. I have to go to the pizza parlor to eat pizza. That's a relief, man. You had me worried for a second. I thought you were going to the pizza parlor to discuss the burial of your latest victims. He's on to me. Men should be self-employed. Whoa, lady, there's no need to get all political on me. We're not watching Bill O'Reilly or something like that.
No. Well, do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
It's best to separate them 5 meters apart. Okay, I literally just asked this guy how's it going. I have no clue what he's talking about. Now, if you talk to people too much, they get unreasonably mad. I'm going to call the police. The joke's on you! I didn't even build a police department yet. Ha! And then BB Games spent an unreasonably long amount of time trying to recruit enough people to get past the first area. On the way there, he met the fabled John F. Johnson, watched some vans go through buildings, and he talked to about 6 million people. At this point, I definitely understand IGN's review, and I also realized why I couldn't beat the first area as a kid. It's painstakingly boring. The nonsensical quotes lost their charm after about 5 minutes, and for the next 3 hours, I was just asking people to introduce new residents to me. Sometimes they introduced new people to me, and sometimes the option to ask them to introduce new people to me was completely gone. I think this happens because the people had just moved in, so they wouldn't want to introduce me to people right away for added realism, but it was still frustrating. And come on, all realism goes out the window when Nero Thompson, the old man in his 60s, whizzes by you going about the speed of his age. But regardless of these setbacks, I got the 200 residents I needed, and I cleared the first area. My reward is a happy song, which is a nice change of pace from the 10-second loop that droned into my ears my entire time playing, and a congratulations from Hitler himself. And this is the point where I realized that this first area took me 4 hours, and that there are 10 more areas in the game that have pretty much the exact same gameplay. That would mean that I would have to play another 40 hours to beat this game. Nope. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos similar to this one. I'm really sorry about this video taking so long. I did not intend it to be this way. I've just been really busy the past couple of months. It's actually been the first regular sized video since like Pokemon Channel, which was the middle of the summer. So it's been a while since I've actually done a whole video. But I'm gonna try to get the next one done a lot quicker. I know I've said that before, but I'm legitimately gonna try. I'm over winter break and I have nothing else to do but work on this next video, so. But anyways guys, thanks for sticking with me. I just hit 400 subscribers like a couple weeks ago. So thanks for that. That's pretty crazy that I hit it while I'm not even uploading. But anyways, goodbye guys, and thanks for watching.